If you have ever needed to rely on batteries for your daily life electrical needs, you know how important it is to have a neat installation. A really well-organized installation makes much easier to troubleshoot any problem that you might have in the future, and it also makes much easier to replace any component if you need. But also, in order to avoid unnecessary problems, having good quality components is essential. And that's our goal for this week. We want to put together this trouble-free electrical system for our camper van so we can finally charge our new lithium battery.
Hi, I'm Roberta.
And I'm Duca.
And after bringing a sailboat that was neglected for over 22 years back to life, we moved aboard, and for the next 2 years we explored the Brazilian coast and part of the Caribbean, where we got an offer that changed our lives once again. We sold our boat and we moved to France, where we are building our new 43-foot aluminum exploration sailboat.
And while the boatyard is building the hull of our new sailboat, we are learning the craft by converting a camper van to get ready to build the interior and all the systems of the boat ourselves.
So don't forget to subscribe and to join us every Sunday for a new episode.
So the idea now is to create a few holes on the panel, that's the wall panel, to fit the conduits. We're gonna have a few places that the wires need to be, and we don't want to have all the wires exposed in front of the panel. We want to have them behind the panel because it's gonna get too confusing if we have everything in front. So in order to do that, I have this diagram that I just drew. There's a lot of conduits, different size ones, so 20 millimeters, 25, 32. That are these three options, and now I need to try to figure out how to do it and lock in place well. Let's do it.
Good luck.
For the 20 millimeters one, this hole is perfect. The problem is that this conduit doesn't fit a lot of the wires, and we need to have bigger ones, and we don't have the right bits for each one of those. And also, as we have too many wires, I think it's going to be complicated to have one specific hole for each one. So I'm going to do a bigger hole and glue all the conduits together in a block. So for this one we need 4 of 25, 3 of 20 and 1 of 32.
Okay.
Sounding good. Sounds tight. I like it. Sounds good to me. This and a bit of Sikaflex around just to guarantee it won't leave the place.
So the idea of using conduits is to protect the wires, is to be easier to replace any wire in the future if anyone needs. And also it's gonna be on the back of the panel, so it's gonna be hidden a lot of wires that could be in front.
Yeah, also there is one thing that we need to go through little bulkheads of the van, and that's metal bulkheads, and that can be chafing the wire while we're driving, so these will protect a lot against breaking the wire with time. For now we need to do another one location here and one there, and we're good to go.
While the Sika dries, we are going to install the insulation.
If you don't know yet, this is leftover natural sheep wool that is from our friend's van, Sail Hub. They did the van while we were with them.
The sheep's...
Yeah, it's your sister. I have allergy, sinusitis, so... It's like an octopus. Now we need to figure out a way of running the conduits behind these spaces, like in between the bulkheads and everything, and bring it back to the right position. The important thing with this insulation, you cannot like squeeze it too much, otherwise it loses the property of insulating. It needs to be really loose, so you cannot put too much. It looks good. Now we just need to know if the wire is gonna go through and come out on the other side, because we needed to take out the guide. This conduit came with guides, but the metallic guide was just too annoying to work with, and it's a short distance, so we are hoping we won't have problem with that. Yeah, I think we can put the electrics in place now. What do you think?
Yes.
Should we do it?
Yes.
Let's do it. I just love this system. You can bolt the battery down. The battery comes with holes to be bolted to where you install, and that's really good because it's solid rock in place. That's really, really good.
Rock solid.
Rock solid. Rock solid. Hose. Yeah, this hose. Awesome.
What are you doing?
Cleaning the terminals because it might have some grease or I don't know, some dirt, and then you might have a bad connection. So before the final installation, it's always good to put some alcohol just to guarantee. Did work.
First one.
That's good news. So now we just need to do the terminals and connect.
So easy to do.
I love this. This connector is so good. By the way, one little detail that I forgot to mention is that you might be freaking out at this point that we keep playing with terminals and everything is not isolated. First of all, I have no fuse here, so this is not hot at all. And even this is not, because this battery has a shut off button. So right now the battery is shut off. Even if I get the wire and connect both sides, nothing will happen. These terminals are disconnected. That's a really good thing. I really like. I've never seen a battery that has a disconnected, and this Zentrax battery has the disconnect. That's really good because when you want to work on the system, you just press a button, you shut everything off, and there's
And
no
you
risk.
tried with the voltimeter, right?
I tried with the voltimeter, and it's 100% safe. So that's why I'm worry free. Yeah, I mean, like, if I don't say that, people might freak out. It's like, you're too close, you're gonna close the circuit. No, I'm not. It's all good. Don't worry. So now that we are over with this, we can
Connect.
far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong when I'd already found my home. Won't be long, I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my arms, a place I call my home. I was looking to belong when I already found my home.
So before I close, I just want to explain something. This wire that's covered, this is the second breaker that we didn't buy yet. This breaker is going to be the one after the inverter when it goes to the outlet. So this wire is ready to install. You just get a new breaker, put here, and this wire is going to be the one going to the outlets. But we can test everything without it. We're not going to have outlets now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I can close it for now. Everything is ready for the future installations. For example, DC to DC charger, we still need to connect from here to the engine, but it's ready. We just connect two wires here, go to the engine, and you're ready. Solar panels, the same thing. We have the wires ready on the battery side, but on the solar panel side, we just need to put one wire, one black and one red, through the conduit out of here to the solar panels. So everything is ready to evolve with time, because we're not ready to do everything right now. But before we finish this episode, I want to add some fuse on the bus bar, and I want to try the inverter charger to see how is the battery, so we can configure it and we can try the short power. That's gonna be awesome.
And
Let's do
also we need to install the ground.
Oh, the ground, yeah, we didn't install it, that's true. Here is gonna be the ground, and this is gonna be a common ground for everything, so every ground comes to here, and from here goes to the chassis of the van. We're not gonna do that yet, as we are just gonna try the system and shut off again. We want to know exactly how many amps we have on the entire system when everything's on, and then we can dimension the ground. That's the idea.
Let's do it.
I forgot, actually I put the one for the inverter I put yesterday. That's 150 amp fuse. I need to add the fuse here also for the positive side. And I'm already gonna put these ones in place just to leave there. It's better to store. Now in theory, if we press the button to start the battery, to turn on the battery, and we flip the switch and this breaker, suppose we have short power working and we can charge this battery. But first we need to turn on the unit, the inverter charger unit, just with the battery without the short power, because we need to configure it to use lithium battery, because I'm not sure if it comes from the manufacturer saying that we're going to use a lithium battery, and the way it charges is different if it's lead acid and if it's lithium. So let's try to do this and see if everything works. It's the first time that I almost, actually I was gonna say that's the first time that I do a full installation of electrics without talking to Fred. I don't know if you remember, but I don't know, 4 years ago when we bought the old boat, Fred, our friend, was living with us and he helped me a lot. Everything I did today and this past week, it's with
The knowledge
that I got from Fred. And I thought I was gonna go all the way to the end and then just send him a picture of things working and be like, see, I can do by myself now. But yesterday I needed to do one phone call with Fred for one doubt that I had about the length of the wires. And unfortunately, I need to say, this installation was not Fred free. Fred did help. tiny bit, but he did help, always. Let's do this. We have low battery. Let's see how low the battery is. 13.02. That's what we have. That's really low, but that's why we have a charger. That's why we did the whole installation, so we are able now to charge the battery.
It's low for lithium battery, right?
It's low for lithium battery, yes. Come next, we need to turn this one on. Oh, there is light.
13.
So now we need to go through the menu. So now it's set to lithium batteries, and that means we can just connect the shore power and see if it charges.
Charging. Good
Did
job.
work. Nice work, Tim. Yeah, now we need to wait for this battery to charge. I want to give a full charge on the battery because it's been sitting for a while in the house. Oh, we didn't see it. The solar is also working. You can configure the battery. Ready. That's awesome. I think it won't make a noise. That's good. No, we just want to protect the electrical installation for the rest of the build because we're not going to do that now, and we're going to work on plywood stuff, and anytime we can just turn around, crash into an electric, and then it wouldn't be good. So now we're protected. We'll see you next week.